Hey everybody, specials to nothing here, talking about anything but specializing in nothing. My name is Frank. Joe, you guys want to say what's up?
So what's
Yo,
up? How goes
picking
it?
my shit. That's my hello. What's up? What's up?
You didn't
That
do
is
it though.
true. He has claimed double what's up since day one.
Since day one, man.
We haven't heard it since day one. I figured
This
it's
is
up for
specials to
grabs.
nothing 101, Danny. All right, so tonight's one of Danny's favorite topics.
Yeah. Well, as you guys know, I'm like an fucking avid Disney lover, as is Joe, as is
Disney
Frank, as is
fanatics.
probably everyone else listening to this right now.
So we're doing
You wouldn't
subliminal
think
messages,
it,
right?
but we are.
Oh, Disney fanatics. Everyone's a Disney fanatic. Whether you were raised from it or if you love it into the old age, it's just like something
You have
that's
it
embedded in
tatted
you.
on your
Yeah, but the
forearm.
reason that most people love it has to be because of the hidden stuff, especially as you get older. Like now that I
Then you start
rewatch
to
Disney movies as I've gotten older and I see things that I haven't seen before, I'm just like, oh shit, like that joke is really like in there. Like, and
yeah, it's very inappropriate.
yeah, you know what I mean? There's certain times where you just see things that are like, oh man.
So Disney is actually very well known for subliminal messages and
Oh yeah.
sexual
What they do,
innuendos.
man.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that it's kind of odd because people are like, oh no, it's not true, and it
They're the
is what it
biggest
is.
company in the world. All right,
They can
maybe
get away with
not the
anything
biggest.
subliminally. Think they have like, not like Nickelodeon, but Nickelodeon too. Like, there's a lot of subliminal messages that are being put out to these kids who are watching it, and even us as kids, we were brainwashed on this shit.
Yeah, but see, I
Like,
don't know because I don't like any of the stuff I see now. I don't really remember it in that way from when I was younger. And like, I get it if in the
no,
sense
but
of like,
that's what a subliminal message is. It's something to make you think about something unconsciously and then
Right,
wanting
you
it.
see
You
it and
could,
you don't even know you
like,
saw it.
yeah.
And it just makes you
For instance, they say like Beauty and the Beast
go right along with it.
kind of leads towards bestiality. Let's just say that's some shit that is a theory, right? They got people who grow up watching that shit, loving Beauty and the Beast, like myself, and then they turn into people who like furries and girls running around with little tails and stuff. It's
Or
not.
they become animal lovers, Danny, because ever since I watched Beauty and the Beast, I love fucking dogs now.
So you
yeah,
love fucking dogs now. Like, that's what I'm saying, Joe. That's the stuff we can't be talking about.
No,
Why do you love
honestly,
dogs so much, Joe? I remember watching Beauty and the Beast as I was a kid.
But you get it. See?
I don't
But
think that really
one way or
applies like
another.
in that sense. I mean, I get for some people, but I don't know. I don't think so. I don't because even if what their subliminal messages aren't that bad, like it's like
Nah, they're just little cracks, man.
you know what I
They
mean.
really
Like
are. It's
for
nothing
Disney
too
in
crazy.
specific, it like
It's always something dirty. They do
yeah,
a
but
lot of dirty little subliminal messages.
all right, no, one of the scare. Wait, hang on.
Hate
Let me
saying
do this
What?
real quick
Yeah,
because I want to
yeah.
get Frankopedia done, and then I'm gonna say right off of that because the bee thing from Aladdin that was one that. All right, so that's a little creepy. That's a little creepy. But so
Frank, what is a subliminal message?
yes, Frankopedia. A subliminal message is a technique used in marketing and other media to influence people without them being aware that the message is doing this. It may involve the use of split-second flashes of text, hidden images, or subtle cues that affect the audience at a level below conscious awareness.
Before you move on, in Fight Club, that's what Brad Pitt was or Ed Norton was
Mhm.
explaining to the audience, where the
Yep.
little blip and it's the naked guy's penis. All right,
Mhm.
so that is what they mean by a flash.
Yep.
Joe, do you know what we're
So-
talking about?
Why,
Have you
what?
seen? Have you seen Fight Club?
I love Fight Club.
Okay, so he knows the little blip. He's seen the dick. We all seen the dick.
Yes.
But yeah, so the bee thing in
Well,
Aladdin.
explain to them what it is, because Joe, are you familiar with the bee thing?
I don't think so. Not the bee thing.
Frank,
Really?
I'm familiar with the when they're on the balcony and he like
Yeah.
whispers something in the ear. That's what you're talking
Yeah, that's
about.
what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
So when
does that have
when
to do
he's
with
on
bee?
the balcony,
On the carpet.
or yeah, he's
Yeah.
on the carpet and she's on the balcony. And what is he?
Right.
I forget what he's saying to her.
So the genie turns into a bee and he's like, how's it going? And whatever, blah, blah, blah. The tiger comes out and Jasmine's on the balcony talking to him. And then the tiger kind of like jumps up on Aladdin, right? And I believe Aladdin is supposed to say, good girl, down, Raja, go. But if you listen closely, I'm pretty
It's-
sure it says, good teenagers take off their clothes. But it says it in a whispering sound in the background. So you won't
Right.
hear it unless
Dude,
you
if
like
you
really
look up
hear
the
it.
clip now, and no joke, it does sound like that because that was one that I never really heard of that, and then
Yeah.
I heard of it more recently, and I was just like, oh my god, it really does sound like
It's
that's what he
when
says.
Jasmine is opening the curtains and
Yes.
you focus in on her, and in the background you hear Aladdin saying, "Good girl, down girl,"
Well, it's
or
right before
go
he
something
says
like
like
that.
just be yourself or something like
Yes,
that,
right
right?
after
And he
that.
says like good teenagers take their clothes off. I
Yeah,
was just
so
like, what?
shit's crazy, man. Shit's crazy.
Yeah, that was.
You
a
didn't know
weird
about
one.
that, Joe?
No, I knew about that one. I
Oh,
just
okay.
didn't ever refer to it as the B one
I guess that's how Frank remembers things.
Well, yeah, because the genie turns into a
because
bee
I
to
just know
talk to
that
him. In
you
that
hear the
point.
whisper.
All right, so we got to knock out some of the basic ones though right away.
Well,
'Cause
you know
everyone
what?
knows like the Little Mermaid.
With the dildo on the
Which
cover.
one though? There's a
Yeah.
couple. Are there not? Not there's not just the cover one. There's another one of the Little Mermaid.
No, you're right.
Really? Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
There is
Oh yeah.
two.
The guy who marries them at the end on the boat.
Yep.
Apparently, it looks
Priest.
like his little
His little
winky's
boner.
hard,
Yep.
But-
yeah.
but they said that it's actually his knee.
I
Ain't
don't
nobody
know.
need go in that position.
They had to
though, and you know
reprint
that.
it, right? They had to reprint the original VHS because of that.
Well, same thing. The
You think-
cover doesn't have the dildo thing
castle,
anymore. Like
yes.
they remade that too on the castle. Yeah.
So apparently, the guy who was doing the artwork for the cover was heard news that he was gonna get fired after the product. So he
stopped
decided
doing
to
it.
just draw a fucking penis
Well,
on
he
the
was
cover.
probably getting fired because they found out that he drew the piece with a heart on. The priest with a heart on.
Whatever the case was, that was his like piece out. It went into that went into production, and then they had to recall them. I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah,
That's
they
like
had
an
to recall
artist's
the
fuck
movie.
you. Like, okay.
Puts a golden
some of this
dildo
shit-
on the gates of the Little Mermaid's castle.
Yo, honestly though,
Incredible.
until like people told me that was like a thing, because obviously it's like well known now. I would have never noticed that. You know what I mean? How are you gonna notice that?
I'm pretty sure I have the original VHS box somewhere.
Oh, I have it.
We got to check it.
You go
I-
look.
I
for
wonder if it's the
dildo.
one that was before. You do with the penis on it.
Oh yeah, I have it upstairs in Mia's room. She's just sleeping.
You're amazing.
Probably
I gotta go
shouldn't leave
check
it
this
there.
out.
All right, so how about the Lion King? Everybody knows that one too, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
when he's,
weird one, man. It clearly says sex.
Yeah.
All right, real quick.
Can he explain what it's supposed
No,
to
no,
say?
no, no, no. I'm just saying they show this a lot in the movies where the words sex come up. Even in Tangled on the cover, it shows it. So
Yep.
go ahead, Joe. You know about the Lion King one. Tell him about the Lion King one.
What's the tell him? It looks like it says sex, but it was a mistake. And what is it, like the sound effects team or the SFX? It was like one of the animation teams wanted to give like a little ode to themselves.
So it's when
for the
Mufasa
great-
is looking up on
Right.
the stars, right, talking to his dad,
Mhm.
and he gets tired and he lays down on the thing, and the wind blows, and all the wind turns into it says sex in the stars. That's what you're talking about.
Yes.
So
And
it
the
says-
official comment on it was that it was the SFX team
Oh, right.
that was trying to put their name into it, and everybody mistakes it for an E instead of an F.
See, but the
Oh,
funny part is,
homage.
I feel like the E looks more.
I don't believe
definitely
it.
like an E, and the X is more like a Y. But it's funny because the E is definitely clear. Like you can't say that's an F. That is clearly an E.
You
Like
see
the
the-
bottom
The
clearly has.
way they float the lettering, they made it look like an E. So there's no way
Yeah.
around it. And I think they purposely did that. Why not? It's
Absolutely.
like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I think they could have even thought that up beforehand and say like, oh, if somebody even says anything, we'll just say it's for SFX. It's so close. They're like, you know what I mean?
I just
Oh.
feel
Crazy
like
how they
certain
do this
things
stuff,
like this next one I want to bring up, the one about Jessica Rabbit in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Well, wait,
I
hold
know
on.
this
Before
one.
you go on to Jessica Rabbit, because the sex thing, like you said, is also
Oh,
in,
so Entangled, that's right.
and it's
yeah.
also in
On the
Pocahontas.
Yeah,
cover.
is it? I don't know about the Tangled one either, man.
It's in
Yeah, on the
Pocahontas too,
cover
and Tangled.
in the cover of Tangled, you got Flynn Rider tangled up in her hair.
Something
And
with the
if you
hair,
follow,
right?
if you follow
So
the
off
tip
to
of
the
her
left,
hair, it
the hair
says
that like hangs off
SEX,
looks like
and
an
he's
S.
wrapped around it.
And then
so she's
right
like
around,
pulling the hair, and it shows the word sex wrapped around
yeah,
it.
like right off to the left of him, it looks like an S, and then right over his like ribs is
Oh,
like where
no
like the three
shit,
lines look like
huh?
an E, and then by his feet it's crossed, so it clearly does look like SEX. And then same thing in Pocahontas. It
Where
comes
does
in
it
a
say
couple
in
times in the
Pocahontas?
movie. It's in the leaves. It comes out like when the
But
leaves
she's
are blowing
painting
by
with the
her.
colors of the wind. Are you kidding me?
I don't know if it's in Colors of the Wind specifically, but like when the
Fucking
spelling
love
out of
that
the leaves
song.
when it blows by.
Yo,
It's one-
real talk.
that's one of my top. That's one of my top
That's
favorite
number
Disney
one.
songs.
That's number one.
No.
That's number one.
Not even close. for
Number
me,
one.
man.
What?
If you're talking
The
old
message
school,
behind that.
if you're
It's
talking,
a big
Behind that's
classic.
fire.
if you're
Always
talking
to
old
me, I'll
school,
respect it, but
What do you mean classic, old school,
no.
respected?
If
Bro,
you're
it's
talking old school,
Pocahontas.
it's
Close the wind. How do you not
part of your
respect it?
world.
Wait,
That's for me.
Part of your world is a tied number.
That's number one. That's for me. If we're talking a little more newer, I gotta go with some Moana. I
You
love the whole
fucking
soundtrack
bitch.
from Moana.
What? You're
It's
gonna
so
go with
good.
Moana over
Wait,
all the
real
movies
quick,
that
we
you've
gotta
seen in your
pause.
lifetime?
We gotta pause.
Moana and Little Mermaid to me have the
What's
best
your
soundtracks.
all-time favorite Disney movie?
Shit.
Including old to new.
Moana.
Moana?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Frank,
I
get outta
watch
here.
it so
Get
much
outta
with
here.
Mia,
Outta
but I
here.
really
I don't
do love
want
the
to get
story.
people upset, but I
Me
don't think it's a
personally-
good answer at all. So.
Me personally, I really always liked Lilo and Stitch. But like when I was younger, Aladdin was like really a go-to favorite. But yeah, no, like I love
As Frank was
Moana.
taking off
That's
his
one of my
clothes.
favorite. That's one of my favorites.
What about you, Daniel?
Aladdin, bro. You know I can't do this. you know I
Come
can't
on, bro.
I
Just
could
Try,
barely-
just try, just
do this.
try.
Maybe I can give you top 7. But that's
all right.
it.
Give me just one. I don't even give a shit if it
I'll
falls
give you
in
top 7 right off.
Just
the
give
bat.
him one. If you had to pick
Just think of one that you would watch right now if you had it in front of
Peter
you.
Pan.
Okay,
Really? Peter
that's a good
Pan is
answer. There you
number
go.
one?
All right.
All right.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like that.
No, I like that. What's yours, Joe?
I like that one. Me, dude, I go with like. Okay.
Wait. Let me
What?
guess. I want to guess.
You know it. I know you know it.
I want to say Fox and the Hound.
Of course, it's Fox in the
Really?
Hound, bro.
All
Yeah.
right, that's a good movie.
That's
No,
my
that's a
personal
great
all-time favorite.
That's it.
sad
Freaking
movie,
Disney
though.
movie. It's so
It's a
good. It's
sad
sad,
movie.
bro.
There's so many
It's like-
Disney movies that
That
are
hits
sad.
you at the
though.
heart. That movie.
Oh,
Hell, I
such a
know.
good
Love
movie.
it.
My
It's so
boy.
freaking good.
All right, so do top 5. Let's do a top 5 Disney movies.
All
Top
right, so we're
6.
pausing
Top
this
7.
real
Top
quick.
7.
We
Top
paused and
7.
get into that real
Top
quick.
7, he said.
Top
All right, so
7.
Danny, you go first because this is gonna be the most entertaining.
You sure? No, I'll go last. I'll go last.
All right. Go ahead, Joe. You go.
No, I'm not going first.
Come on.
Do it. All right, fine. I'll go. Ready? All right.
Yeah.
I want to
Yes.
hear Danny first. To be honest with you.
It's Peter
I wanna hear
Pan.
Danny. Okay.
All right. This is so tough to cut 7. I'm still going to miss out on 3 of them. All right. Peter Pan, Little Mermaid, Pocahontas, Lion King. I
5.
just had it before. What?
5. That's it. You have 5.
What?
I said
No,
you
he's
have
got one
5.
more. He's got
I know,
one
but I'm
more.
saying after 5, it's it. So you
And
get
then I'll
one
go
more.
next.
All right. So wait. What did I
So
say?
Peter Pan, Pocahontas, Little
Peter Pan,
Mermaid,
Pocahontas, Little Mermaid,
Lion King.
Lion King.
Beauty and the Beast.
And
Okay,
Beauty.
House
that's
of
it.
Land,
That's
Pinocchio.
it. No,
House
no,
of Land, Pinocchio.
no,
House
no,
of Land,
no,
Pinocchio.
no, no,
You can't do that.
House
Don't
of Land,
stop.
Pinocchio.
no.
That's
Beauty
it.
and the
Top
Beast.
7.
That
There
was
you
the
go.
5.
Top 7.
It's
Beauty
gotta
and the
be
Beast
top
was the cutoff for
5,
Danny.
man.
We
I
heard
know.
it.
What
So it
is
was Peter
that?
Pan. Wait, what was it? Peter Pan.
Peter
what was
Pan,
it?
Pocahontas, Lion King, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast,
That's
Alice
it.
in Wonderland, Pinocchio.
That's a good list, though. I
No,
like
that
it.
is-
list.
That's
That is a
good-
pretty solid list.
Each one for different reasons. Think
Lion
about
King
it.
is just great, dude. Oh, the soundtrack.
Lion King is good. Lion King is good.
So strong. I love it.
See,
That's
it's
so
funny though,
crazy.
because mine is like so different than Danny's.
All right, so my
Let's
no,
hear it,
we're getting into my top.
fucking-
Oh yeah,
Yeah, hey, no,
let's
go,
do it.
go.
Okay, I like Fox and the Hound.
Yup.
I like Sword in the Stone.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. I like Pinocchio.
Okay.
I love Dumbo.
All right.
Dumbo is a big one for me. I always love that movie.
Did you see the new Dumbo? The live action?
Yes, I did. Yes.
It was pretty good. It wasn't so
All
bad.
right,
It was
yeah,
okay.
yeah, it wasn't so bad.
They didn't do justice, but it was all right. All right, one more.
Fantasia.
Ooh.
Really?
Fucking great, dude. I
There's
love it.
no talking.
It doesn't
Who needs
matter. You gotta
talking?
respect it,
Who
man.
needs
That's like
talking?
who needs talking? I know.
I guess. All right. So Lilo and
Oh,
Stitch.
wait, real quick. Oh, Joe, we're gonna get all right, we'll get into it after. But
Lilo
remember
and Stitch. The Nightmare
Go ahead.
Before Christmas.
Oh wait. Okay.
This kid, he's going bitch on us.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
I
Lilo and
know.
Stitch.
I just
The
wanted to- I
Nightmare
don't know, I just
Before
wanted to call you
Christmas. Little Mermaid. Moana. And it's a tie between Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin. But I guess Beauty and the Beast would come in before that.
Why would Beauty and the Beast come before Aladdin?
Well, see, Aladdin probably would have came in more before that because it was more my personal favorite. But Beauty and the Beast, ever since I had Mia, we did Beauty and the Beast for Halloween. She loves that movie and like
Has
so
more meaning behind it.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
Okay.
so now I love Beauty and the Beast. But yeah, that's probably me. Yeah, but dude, Lilo and Stitch and Nightmare Before Christmas are definitely in my top 5. That I was
Nightmare
surprised
Before
that
Christmas is
I
pretty
like
dope.
that.
I was surprised that you didn't
Yeah,
name
let me tell you,
Nightmare
Nightmare Before Christmas is always on my top list. But if we're going like original, solid, regular Disney movies, I'm picking those ones that I chose.
Like animated. So this is
Yes,
actually what I was
there you
trying to
go.
get at. The
Well, that
reason
is
why
animated, but-
these animated videos, are, for me at least, are such, I guess, cherishable. Like, would you say cherishable? Or why I cherish them so much is because they're animated and shit. I love to draw, I love art and shit like that. But this stuff, these subliminations are intentional. You know, like you're gonna sit there and animate something. You're gonna make sure people see it. It's not an accident. It's not like, oh, coincidental.
Yeah.
Like in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, there is a scene where Jessica Rabbit is in the taxi cab and it spins out of control. She flies out of the door, and as she falls onto the floor, her legs spread open and her dress uncovers
Mhm.
something, and that's an intentional bush. I'm
It
just
uncovers something, something on the wing.
I don't remember that part, man.
And
I really
'cause,
don't.
dude, it's like literally, it's a split second. It's like a frame in a huge reel. You're not gonna catch it, but
Yeah.
somebody did, and then it's fucking intense, man. So
Well,
it's, like it's comical, I think. Also, like
Yeah, it is. I gotta. Oh,
and Rescuers Down
that's kind
Under
of like
too.
the naked
when
woman.
they're when they're going
Rescuers
down,
Under.
what's
Bro, that clip of the naked woman when they're flying
Rescuers
down
Down
right in
Under?
the building is so. Yeah, it's so quick.
It's like, again, it's a frame.
So now that we've knocked out some of the beginning ones, though, I mean, I think that a lot of people know about the Nazi symbol in 101 Dalmatians, which
I didn't
I
know
really
about
didn't
that.
actually know about that, but I
Yeah.
feel like that was a popular one, just
Pretty
because
nice.
that's an
Why do you say it's
older
popular?
movie.
I've never heard anybody say that before, actually, until we read up on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Also, when I read up on it, it was on the top 10, so I felt like it was something more people knew about. But one for me that I thought was funny, and I've actually have known this for a long
what the
time.
Dalmatians one is. Joe doesn't know what it is.
It's a Nazi symbol that's on the dog's back.
The Nazi
Well, it's
symbol, right?
not a
on the
Nazi.
s- yeah,
It's the
I know about
spots
this
that
one.
create the Nazi.
Yeah,
symbol.
okay, yeah. So the spots
Bro, people
on the
don't know what
Dalmatian.
you're talking about.
All right,
Like,
all right.
the
Sorry,
spots.
sorry.
The spots.
So yeah, so when they're laying down watching TV,
Yeah, nah, he's
Describe
right. He's
it to
right. He's
them.
right. He's right.
when
Come
they're laying
on.
down watching
Yeah,
TV,
he's fucking right.
No, he's right. When they're laying down watching TV,
You gotta
though,
admit
the
it, yeah.
mom of the dogs, the mother of all the dogs, she's
Perdita.
laying down with all the litter and the husband or whatever you want to call him.
Pongo.
And I love that you have all those because like this is not in my top movies. I never really watched this that much, although it is
It's
a great
good
movie.
one.
It is
It's
a good movie.
one.
This was I didn't see the new Cruella yet. I don't know. If that was
Cruella
good.
is very good. I suggest
Is
you
it?
watch it. I
All
guess I will watch it again if you want.
But anyway, when they're laying down in front of the TV, like all watching the
You're
show,
You're watching Bandit the dog.
right before he's like, "No, I want to stay up more," and he whatever. You see when they show all of them on the mom's back, there's
One
a
of
Nazi
the
symbol
little
in
ones.
the dots.
One of the little ones is crawling up on the mom's back, and the way that the skin moves,
Oh,
it
there you
shows
go.
like the.
Frank went through about the whole movie, every scene, and then finally gets to the point.
It's about time.
Whatever. But I was gonna say though, okay, so my point was one of my personal favorites that I have known for a long time though is when Aladdin is going through all the houses, like running through the guards in the beginning when he's
When he steals the bread.
yes.
Okay.
He runs through the thing with all the women that have the thing on their face and they like kick
Brothel?
him out. It's because it's a brothel and he's
Yeah.
broke. He's a street rat who has no money, so that's why they kick him out. And I always thought that was funny. But
Sing
that's
the
something
part of the
again, like
song,
you would
Frank.
never notice that as a kid.
Sing the part of the song. How's it go?
I'd have to hear part of it. But honestly, we just watched Aladdin earlier today, so it's funny that you said that. I swear to God, I put it on Disney Plus earlier because my kids haven't really. That's not a movie that they've like really watched. They're more
Love
because I have two
Aladdin.
girls, so they've more like watched princess movies and stuff. So I did. I tried to put on Aladdin today.
Joe, do you
What?
remember the video game of Aladdin for like Super Nintendo?
Yes.
Great game.
I used to love that shit. You used to
Great
throw
game.
apples
Such a
at the
fun
guards.
Great game.
Do you remember the Lion King game on Sega Genesis?
Yes, I used to always die with the hyenas. I was not good at that game.
I love how Danny like doesn't play video games, but those video games he knows. And if you ask him about Michael
But he
Jackson
knows about
Walker,
them.
I bet you he played that shit back in the day too.
All day, all day. I was throwing out screams. All
right, wait. So you mentioned the Lion King though a couple times, but you guys haven't talked about the new Lion King.
Oh, the cover. There was another incident with the cover, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. You want to tell me
Forgot
about that? You want to tell? You want to talk about that one?
I forget what year it was. But one of the new covers, they put a face of a lion.
They did a re-release of it. They did a
Right.
re-release of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was it 20 years? Was it 2014?
I don't know the year. I just know it was when they made the remake.
It
was the live action one, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, it was when they. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It was the remastered or re-release of it. They did a promo for the Lion King, and the front cover was Mufasa's face with him in the sunrise, and in the sunrise, in his face, you can see the shape of a woman's body. You got the booty and the thong and everything up in there.
It's literally like a reverse tan because like the outline of her body is light, and then where the tan line would be is dark. So it literally looks like a reverse tan, to be honest.
You really got to look at it, but check it out. It's Joe, you'll notice it right away. You're like, damn, that.
I don't know. What do you think about that?
Right in between.
I know. I seen this. But what do you think? You think that was done on purpose like that?
I think everything's done on
Well,
purpose.
that one could have not been. That one could have not been and just been like, oh,
I feel like that might not be on purpose,
because that really is like his face.
Fucking.
Yeah, because when you look at the art, like it really does look like his face. I mean, is there an artist that's good,
it does.
that good out there that could be like, you know what, I want to do this stuff too? It could be, but I feel like that was just naturally like, oh shit, look at this, and then Disney.
No, there are no mistakes.
Goes with all the other ones. You don't think so?
Absolutely not, bro. That's got to get passed through multiple people before it gets printed. People got to sign off on that shit. You don't think one eye was like,
all those
like a booty to you? Because it looks like a booty to me.
Yeah, that's true. And then somebody else is like, you know what? Let's leave it in the booty.
Leave it. I brought my initials anyway.
Disney's wilding over there, man. They're crazy.
Well, so talking about though, for how long? Going to like way back, it goes all the way back to Mickey Mouse.
Oh my god, that's my favorite one. I know where you're going with it.
Tell me about it.
The big blue dick in Mickey's hand, right? Bro, it's so obvious.
No, it does look like it. It really does.
Oh my god.
Oh, when he's got his shoulder on Minnie in the picture.
Yeah,
he's got his arm on her
Okay.
shoulder.
I
and,
forget.
like- but see, here's the funny part
There's
is
a picture of Mickey and Minnie hugging, and when he has his arm around her, it looks like her shoulder is in the shape of a penis.
well, it looks like her
circumcised
shoulder
penis.
is the head of a penis.
It literally is though.
Yeah,
It's
no,
an
it really
actual penis, dude. There's no way.
Is it though? Yeah, it's a dick.
does. No, absolutely.
I don't know, man.
1, 2, 3, 4,
And that
5,
shit goes
6.
way back.
Wait,
They've been
what
doing
did you
this
guys say about
forever.
the rescuers before?
When they're in the tin can, they're going down the building.
Hmm.
Joe. All right, I'm gonna get into this in a second. They're going down a building and they pass all the windows are open in the building, and in one of the frames is a lady with a breast out. She has her shirt off. You
Yeah.
see some titties.
Oh, so kind
But
of like
it's like human titties. It's not like animated titties.
so kind of
It's
like,
like
some,
human.
some little Nicky like type of like, you got the wrong room again, man.
Kinda. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, sorry, nipples.
But bro, the frame goes by so quick. You'll never notice it unless you like stop framing the fucking
So,
thing.
Joe, this is what I want to bring up because you and I, we both worked for Disney. We did the Disney
did.
college program. That shit was fucking.
Did you guys
hysterical.
ever see anything?
We were CPs, man.
Oh man, shit, bro.
Like,
man,
what was the
Saw everything.
weirdest thing you saw?
Not
I don't mean to blow up their
Hey,
spot.
how about this?
but
How about this?
Disney
Have you guys
is a
ever
little
seen-
Not want to
freaky.
betray them.
I was just gonna say, did you guys ever see two people like in their costumes, like on wherever you were working? So at the park or whatever, but like, you know, obviously not.
Joe, for the record, we have a legal obligation not to answer these questions.
Dude, screw you.
I
No,
know.
you don't
We
work there
plead the
anymore.
fifth.
You have,
I've never
you have
seen
no
anything
work there
while working
anymore.
at
Forget
Disney.
that. No. You don't
I've
work
seen
there anymore.
Magic
You're not,
and Stars.
you're not
and
going back to work there either, are you? So come on.
Mickey Mouse.
No, but
I
did you
know
really ever
secrets that
see like
Mickey
two of
Mouse
the
does not want
characters
me to
like
tell you.
canoodling or
I'm
anything like
telling
that?
Who canoodling? You're canoodling.
Did you ever see two characters like in costume like when you
Like
worked there?
sex? Is that what you're asking?
No, what?
Oh, I
Frank,
mean,
what's the matter with you? Are you sick in the head?
I know. What do you? Where are you
He's
going?
the first
what are
thing
you
he
saying?
said
What
was
do
it
you
was
mean?
dirty. So I was like, oh, okay.
No,
Or you
It is.
literally
It's
like
pretty
dirty.
crazy.
As in,
It's
like,
like,
Joe.
no, dude, people aren't having sex in costumes in the back.
Hold on, guys. The FBI's at my door. I'll be right back.
all right. So
Dude,
what
nah.
was
Well, this
like,
is what
one
I'm
of the
saying.
craziest
This is
things you ever
why-
saw?
I'm
Before
just
we-
saying, the people that work at Disney.
Well, Joe, when did you work? You were what? 2009.
Yes.
Well, that's
I
over
was
10 years ago.
2011. So, Brad, I want to answer your questions, but it's not as crazy as you think. Like, you're like, what's the craziest thing you've seen?
All right,
Like,
but so give me
regular people
something,
at
whatever
work.
it is.
It's not crazy though. It's
Okay,
Disney.
I'm not talking about literally.
I'm just saying, bro, it's Disney. Disney is made out to be made the most magical place on earth, bro. You go to Disney, you're so blinded by reality. You're like, holy shit.
What I'm
You know,
saying,
Disney
so it
does
really
it.
is like that
you're
all the time.
blinded.
Like it's
The
literally
way they make their
happiest place
parks
on
and the
earth.
way things are. It really is like that all the time.
You're in a different
Really?
world. You're in a different world.
It is,
And
but
most
it's
of the time
not.
you're
Behind
happy
the
every day
scenes
you
of
at work
Disney
there.
is just.
When was the last time? Wait, when was the last time you were at Disney?
I wasn't stressed.
Never stressed.
Wow.
Joe, when was the last time you were at Disney?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh,
you,
man,
Joe. You, Joe.
2019.
All right. And what about you, Frank?
Same.
Really?
2019, 2 years ago.
Damn, I'm slacking.
I
I've
mean,
been
I
to
went
both
because we
Disney
took
World and
Mia.
Disneyland.
2019.
I know, but you took us so young, dude. You should have waited.
We're gonna take it back again. You kidding me?
I'm coming. Yo, fucking New Year's
Karen's
Eve.
dad
Bro,
lives
do
like
that this
not
year.
Take
far
her
from the
again,
park,
and
so
then
we're definitely
again.
gonna go back. Yeah, we're gonna go back multiple times. Now I got 2 daughters. Honestly though,
Let's-
like you said, when we went with Mia, she was really young. It was our first child. We were excited. So she was really young though. It's not like she's gonna remember. It was more for us. So with Ariana, we are kind of waiting a little bit for her to like get a little bit older.
Disney right
And
after.
I feel like maybe like next year, honestly, we could probably take them both and they'll both honestly be able to enjoy it, run around, enjoy the rides. You know what I mean? Like when we took Mia, she could only go on a couple of rides. She enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but there was not much she could do. She was limited. So I do want to take them when they're a little bit bigger.
Agreed. I'll be there. Just let me know
Okay.
when and where.
Okay.
Let's talk about a New Year's Eve trip, but we'll do that at another time. So I'm talking New Year's Eve Disney this year, but no big deal. We'll talk about that another time.
Okay.
So Joe, one of the things I used to do when I was working
Yeah.
at Disney College program was I would do trivia, like a Disney trivia, right? Because a lot of the times when I was out there, I was working at a couple of the restaurants. I was at Blizzard Beach first, and I was working on the water rides. There was always like concession stands and stuff like that, but the hours were great. You got paid really well. I got to go on all the rides for whenever I skipped a line actually because, well, I just people after working in the place for a while. You got into all the parks for free and you could
But
bring
see,
friends.
even in the working at a concession
Check this
stand, like it
out.
never got stressful. You never like
No,
really.
You know what it is? Because Disney is such a large company, you make the customer happy no matter what. That's what it is. You make magic moments. That was my
No matter
job.
what, bro.
They emphasized on
all
this like
you
a
see
motherfucker.
all year
Make
long
magic
is
moments.
people or families that save up for years to come there for those couple days.
For these
man. And
5,
everything
4,
to those
6
kids and those
days.
people that come there is just like it's real to them.
Yeah.
And dude, you walk in that castle and the rides, it's all
Dude.
so realistic to a child's mind.
From the very beginning of
Yeah.
walking into Main Street,
Like, yeah, you
with
get
that
crazy
music,
people, but
you're in a new fucking world.
No, you're
You're a
right.
new
You're
world.
right. The whole like it's a small world thing and
Oh,
like all
man.
that. I hear
If-
you.
Anybody
maybe it's
ever
just
had an
me, but
issue?
it does it to me every time.
No, you're right. Because every
All the
time, even
time,
now,
of
we go
course.
back and like as soon as you go in, you're just like so happy. You just look around, you're just like, yes. I like so. No, I hear you. I get it.
Legit. So I would work in Magic Kingdom. I was behind the counter for the most part, just handing out food, helping out, shit, whatever. A
That's
lot of
cool.
the times they had kids there who get impatient, so I would start handing out stickers or whatever bullshit, and I would do Disney trivia, and I would ask them a bunch of questions, and then give them stickers so they get excited. The parents do whatever they do, and the kids are calming down. A lot of the questions I had, I don't know if some of the people would actually get the answers to. A lot of these kids did get them, but what I liked more about it was a lot of the parents knew the answers. They'd obviously let the kids try to get the first couple of them, but they're like, oh, I know. So I'm gonna ask Joe a couple questions, and I want to see if he can know. Look at his face. He's like, what are you asking me? I wanna
Why
ask-
just Joe?
Because I want to know. All right, let's go trivia.
No, I'm not
Frank,
gonna know the answer to anything you ask me.
This is a handicap. Joe is probably gonna know. All right.
Oh, you mean because they're like easy because he doesn't watch
Not
Disney movies like
easy.
that, or
Let's
I don't
just go with
understand.
this. In Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, I definitely ain't gonna know the
Me
answer.
neither.
See? Okay,
I
here we
haven't
go.
seen the Rescuers Down Under in
Well,
like
this
15
is what I'm
years.
saying. Parents would get hyped because they remember. In Rescuers Down Under, what was the female's name and the male's name?
That's not a
both
movie that
mice.
I never really
I
watched.
don't even
so.
remember, dude.
But this is shit that I would ask them. Are you ready for
Hey,
this?
do you know the female's name in The Rescuers Down Under?
both of their names? What are the two?
Do you know
mice
their
names?
names? The two names? The
Joe,
mice's
ask
names?
Alyssa. Okay, never mind. Don't ask Alyssa.
Something with the N, she said. She don't
No,
really
you
remember.
ready for this?
No.
Bernard and Miss Bianca.
Bernard and Miss
Bernard
Bianca?
and Bianca, yes, he's right.
See?
She just, I heard her. She goes, Bernard. Oh, yeah, it's Bernard and Bianca.
All right, ask me another question, bro.
Yeah, give me something different. That was not, nobody's seen
No,
The
that was a good one.
Rescuers.
I should have
Okay.
known that.
All right. In Mary Poppins, what are the names of the two children that she has to
Come
watch?
on,
Yeah, come on. Who
bro.
the
Go-
fuck watches Mary Poppins? Give me
These are
something like-
what, dude? Joe, do you know it?
No, I don't remember, dude.
Ask Karen.
Of course
Ask
he
Karen.
doesn't know it. We don't watch Mary Poppins.
Why would do? I
Ask
don't
Karen.
remember names,
What is
bro.
it,
Give
Mary?
me a
What is it?
scene. Give me
What
a
is it?
scene and
The scene is the whole movie. You don't know the two main characters? What are the kids' names in Mary Poppins?
What are the kids' names in Mary Poppins?
told you I'm not gonna know any of these answers.
No, 0 for 2.
No matter how much I love Disney.
Come on. Jane and Michael Banks.
Jane and Michael Banks. I
Jane
don't know
and
this.
Michael Banks.
That's something I don't think I've ever watched Mary Poppins. Not once ever.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Mm-mm.
All right, last one. And I gave you the answer before. What are the names of the two dogs in 101 Dalmatians?
Oh, he did say this earlier.
Come on.
Fucker.
We listen to Danny, but it goes in one ear.
You motherfuckers.
Pongo?
Oh,
Don't ask me no fucking name.
It was
questions.
Pongo. I know that.
And-
That's the boy. That's the dad. And oh my god, babe, what is it? I know it's Pongo. I forget what the other one is though.
Joe, are you done? You don't know? Joe gets 0 stickers. That's it. Joe gets 0
I
stickers.
got a half a sticker.
Joe gets 0 stickers.
Yo, your questions are whack though. You like asked like from like
Pongo
movies that are
and
just
Perdita. Come on,
Perdita. Who the
fam.
hell would ever remember Perdita?
Pongo and Perdita. Yo,
I've never
That's
heard
what
the
it
name
is.
Perdita ever else in my life, ever.
so then why didn't you
No,
remember
but those
it
are
if
good
it's so
questions.
rare?
We should know
See?
that. Maybe
Come on,
I'm
man.
not.
I love
Honestly, The
Disney. You
Rescuers
love
and Mary
Disney.
Poppins
You love
were
wearing
just
a
not-
dress and singing Moana.
Mary
I should know
Poppins
that, but-
and whatever, and
I don't fucking remember.
those are
anything,
just
so.
not big movies for me. 101 Dalmatians, I should have known that, and I did remember one of them though. But
Okay, here we go.
like
How
ask
many-
me
how
something
many,
like I don't know.
how many
What-
Lost Boys are in Peter Pan?
That's a good
9.
one. I was gonna say 11.
I'm pretty sure it's 7.
Is it?
Including Wendy and Peter Pan, it's 9.
No, they're not part of the Lost Boys. You make a
He
valid
is,
point though.
Because he's the leader of the Lost Boys, so he is.
No.
He is. He's not
Goofy,
technically,
no.
but he was. He used to be a lost boy.
6 Lost Boys. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
6. Okay.
Well, he was still closer than any of us.
Well, wait a
as
second.
always.
Is it? Toodles, Nibs, Slightly, Curly, and the first and second twins. So that's 6 plus Peter Pan would be 7. But we said we don't count him, correct? Or I said we don't count him, so I was
Yeah.
wrong regardless. It's 7 with Peter. So whatevs.
That's a
I
good
lose
one.
a sticker.
I like that.
There you go, on top of the dome. But it's just
I
fun. you know?
participated.
I do.
How many
honestly,
fingers
bro,
does Mickey Mouse have?
3.
3 and a thumb.
You're smart, Frank.
Yo,
That
my
was the
dad used
worst
to be able to do
Mickey.
Donald Duck
these
voice
are-
so well when I was a kid. All the time. All the time.
I can actually do a pretty good Mickey. Oh my
Let's
god.
hear it.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
Yo. Joe, can you do any impressions of Mickey Mouse?
Even if I could, I ain't fucking
Hi
doing
guys.
it here for anybody. to
No,
hear.
wait, I can't.
That was decent.
Hi guys. I can't do it. He's
So-
laughing at me already. No, honestly, sometimes I do a good Mickey.
If Frank loses the boxing match, I'm gonna buy a commercial slot
Oh my god.
and I'm gonna have that play on repeat for 30 seconds.
Hi guys.
That's what Frank's punishment is.
Oh man.
That's funny. Hey, I think it was better than his Christopher Walken the other day.
No, that shit was man good. You know it. You fucking know it was.
That's
Joe,
funny.
knowing what you know now, would you go back and
Universal
work for Disney again?
Remote control.
He already
Yes.
clearly said it was the best time of his life, just like you.
Bro,
I don't know if I
I
would.
could get shot in the arm at Disney and I'll still go back and work for them afterwards.
Okay. I don't know if I would. It's a different time, different person. I don't know if it would
So
hit the
wait.
same.
I got another one. Who is
Okay.
Mufasa's trusted
I would.
advisor in The Lion King?
Bro, don't forget. Wait, let's clarify.
Damn.
We did the program for them. So yes, we were working, but we got an internship with them. I'm sure
it,
a
my
regular Floridian working for Disney is a lot different.
Yes,
but like
it's
we
different.
went back to a totally different environment while working with them. We lived on their grounds. It was a little
Those
different.
apartments were amazing. That shit got. And what I loved about
I
it is
would
the
go back and
people-
work for them
Yeah,
without
yeah,
the
yeah.
program.
Without the program. The program was dope. I don't know if we could get into that though, because that was kind of serious. Let's leave that on. That was
I
a
just
little-
clarify what we did.
Okay, so the
That's all I'm
program was
bringing
college
up.
students being recruited. I mean, being brainwashed. I mean, bring an internship to work for Disney. So you get college credits for it, and you get to work for Disney. You're on ground, so there's 4
Bro.
technically communities with like apartment buildings and levels, and everybody has roommates and shit. Joe, you were where? Chatham or Vista?
Disney took kids from every college around the world, put them all in 4 separate housing area units, and all anybody did was party. That was it.
There was international students from anywhere outside of America. There was Chatham, Vista Way, and what was the other one? Someone in H, right? Harrington or something.
What do we say? Vista, Chatham, and
Oh man,
what was the one where all the international kids stayed?
that was international. It was Vista, Chatham, and something else. Fuck.
no, bro. Oh my god, I'm
Yeah.
forgetting the one that I stayed at. What was it?
Sounds like the different things in Harry Potter.
It does. It was like it.
I was Hufflepuff. I was
We had to
Gryffindor.
get sorted and shit before we went there. It was crazy.
What were you?
Vista, bro.
Patterson, bro.
That
It was Patterson.
Patterson Court.
Vista, no, Patterson Commons.
Patterson Commons. When it was on Patterson Court, that was. the name
Oh,
of the
you're
road
right.
leading
You're
up
right.
to it.
So I was in Chatham. You were in
You were in
Patterson.
Chatham. I was in Vista. No, I was.
Oh, you were in
when I
Vista,
was-
dude. It's like 3
Yeah.
apartment complexes with like 16 buildings in each one, and they
That's
had
cool.
3 or 4 floors, and each floor had 4 apartments, and each
It was
apartment
just
had
kids.
anywhere from
it was
like
a
2 to 8
big
people.
college party.
Dude, it was crazy.
Of every
And they were all
college you could think
employees?
of, kids from every.
Everybody's an employee.
college.
Everybody
Wow.
works either in Epcot,
All employees.
Magic
We all worked
Kingdom,
for Disney.
Hollywood Studios.
We got
Can I tell
wrecked
you I've
one
still
day,
never
woke
been there?
up, got dressed in our silly uniform, and went to work.
We had such stupid costumes that we had to wear, but
That's
it's like, you
funny.
know what? You wear this because everybody else is also playing pretend as well. So
Yeah.
it's like different characters going to work every day.
That's
It's-
funny.
It was dope. So
I've actually still never been to Epcot.
Epcot's amazing. You gotta go. We got.
I want to go. I want to go to the around the world thing and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
I've never
dude.
been. I have still yet to go.
Dude, something else. I feel like one thing
Wait.
that is.
Oh.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I heard you by the way. When I asked that before, and he went into you guys going to the college thing. I did hear you answer the question. No, I heard you whisper Zazu.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for a quick second to jump in there. Mufasa's loyal assistant. So one thing that I really loved about it is that I was 23 at the time. Joe, how old were you when you went in there?
I don't know, man. 2009. I'm 31 now. Do the math.
You can't just tell me how old you are. You got to make me work for it.
I was like 20 something, 22 maybe. Call it 22.
All right, kid was 22. I was 23. It doesn't matter how old you were. I met my friend Nikki, who was 26 at the time, and everybody just sat down and watched Disney movies. I don't know if it was from the experience of working for Disney or that memory of being a child, but every single time, never fails, I get the chills when in the very beginning of Disney, you see the castle. It pulls back, you see the fireworks, the castle, Tinkerbell goes over the fucking thing. Bro, I get the chills every single time. Never fails. Never fails. That's something that I hold dear to me forever. That sounds whatever, corny or whatever, but that's like childhood.
Bro, it is corny, but
radiation.
Disney does that to you, man. They fucking get you. That's what they
Oh,
do.
good.
That's the whole point. They want you to say and feel this way when you're older.
Bro, I hope so, because that shit molded me into who I am, and I gotta say, I'm no Prince
All those subliminal
Charming,
messages
but,
made
you
the
know,
Danny
I'm
Shorts
fucking-
we know today.
It is what it is, and that I learned from that shit.
Oh yeah. There's honestly as
Give a
much
girl a
as there's
rose,
a lot
lock her in a
of
closet, and feed her. She'll be happy.
as much as there's a lot of subliminal messages in Disney, there are a lot of positive messages. I have to say that. Like even with the new, did you guys see the new Raya and the Last Dragon?
I did not.
I've not seen that one yet.
Great
It was
movie. The
really
whole
good.
message of the movie was all about trust. Like literally at the end, they literally have to trust each other to make everything happen. I don't want to say everything, but the whole point of the movie is about trust, and it was a great message. So I have to say, there's so many movies in Disney that, as much as there's the subliminal stuff and the stuff, whatever, like there's so many sad to like happy ending. Like there's so
Dude.
many Disney movies that you get emotional over. You know what I mean?
I fucking should have prepared better for class today because I wanted to take out all of my Disney DVDs in a stack and show them to you. I have every single one, dude. I'm probably before like
And he's got a
Cars
solid
came out,
collection.
like in that Cars collection, I have every DVD except for
Mhm.
maybe 4. One of
No,
them's
all-
Bed Knob and Broomsticks, and Joe has like 3 copies of it in his DVD collection.
I
He
got
doesn't want to give it to me.
bro. I told you.
I ask you
I
every
got
single
it,
time,
bro.
man.
No, honestly,
All right.
not DVDs, but VHS. Anything from the 90s, I have in VHS. So I don't
So-
have DVDs of it, but the VHSs of all like the classics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I literally have like 30 to 40 VHS of all the Disney movies just for me and Karen put together everything.
I got to give a shout out to my boy Nick Potato. I love you. He and I are two of the when we're together. That shit Disney rocks. It's fucking. It's Disney karaoke all day. We drove cross country doing Disney karaoke. Other
He's
songs
the
too,
best,
you know.
dude.
But like
Yeah, you didn't-
specifically,
You
she was
didn't hear it.
fire.
So earlier when we were on
Wait,
FaceTime,
okay.
you were in the store and you were checking out right before you like hung up or whatever, and you weren't really like paying attention to the phone at the end because you were checking out your items and talking to someone or whatever. But I started playing Ariel, like Part of Your World, because I said to the kids, I'm like, watch, if Uncle Danny hears this song, I bet you anything he starts singing it. And Karen was like, he's not gonna sing it in the store. He'll sing it if he's in his car. I'm like, no. I was like, I bet you
would
anything. I don't
sing
care
it.
if he's in the store, he would sing it.
I want more. So Nick has a collection of VHSs, and it's the Diamond Classic, the Black Diamond Classic ones. These are the original ones,
Yeah, I have a few of them.
and they're worth money if they're kept.
You said
well.
this before. They're not. They
I know.
are.
No, they are.
So-
But if they're kept well,
No, and yes, it has to be kept well, but it's not just a matter of kept well. It has to be kept well. It has to be printed from a certain year. It has to have the diamond on it. It has to be when it was printed, when you open the cover of the movie, it has to be centered in all the borders. It has to be like, it literally has to be a lot of different things for it to be that value. So even if you have one that was printed from that date that does have the black diamond on it, it still might not necessarily be worth that much. It could be still worth a lot, but not
all
like
right, Frank,
that
you're
much. to
crushing
that
my
because-
dreams right now. I'm just
I'm
letting
just
you
saying
know,
to you,
like,
what?
let
I'm
me
just
ride
saying
with
to you.
this shit.
I'm just saying to you. So think about it. When you open the VHS and in that plastic, that's just a paper slit, right? So when you take it out, it's a paper that's unfolded. If it wasn't perfect bordered and centered, or it wasn't cut right because they're rushing in the factory, it's not worth as much as one that is perfect, because even though the quality of the condition may still be perfect, it's not perfect because that part of it is not perfect. So you could still get a lot
a
of money
perfect
for it, but it would be
imperfection.
like a few $100s, not like what you're thinking. Like those
But
ones.
bottom
they
line
have
is
to be
I'm not
rated.
selling my shit, okay? I don't want your giant box of porn, Andy. I got my DVDs. They go in the vault every once in a while, and I buy them when they come out. That's it.
A 40-year-old version. I love it. That was good.
Oh man.
Whose
That
box
was
is this?
so
It's
perfect, dude.
Danny's.
Honestly,
he made
you
a
could have
tape of
hit
all the
a
best
perfect-
jams.
If you guys have not known about the Disney subliminal messages, I hope somebody now is aware of it. One more before we go. Actually, we can wrap with
Say,
this.
there's
but
so many too.
more we need.
Yeah,
there's so
there's
many.
so
more.
many that we didn't hit too. So if you got into this, there's so many more that you can look.
If you're
up, absolutely.
interested, I'm gonna suggest like Scrooge did in one of his clips, and says, "Ask about Illuminati." In the background of the eye chart, it specifically says it, writes it out loud. But you guys do your own research on that shit, and we'll continue this at another time.
All right. Wait, I got actually one more too.
Shoot for
that
it,
I just
Frank.
thought of
Reach
that
for
I
the
forgot.
stars.
So, and this is a more recent one because Frozen. My kids love Frozen. So when
Frank,
Anna,
you love Frozen.
I actually don't. That's actually one of the ones that she always wants to watch. That I really don't like Frozen. I'm not a fan.
You don't like
Yo,
Frozen?
Frozen?
Yeah,
Frozen
I'm not
1
really
or Frozen
a fan.
2?
I never really was. Both of them.
I like Frozen 2.
I'm not
Frozen
really a
2.
fan.
What up?
2 was better than
Two,
1.
what up?
But
It
I
was
really
so
wasn't
good,
a fan
bro.
of either one of them. But in the first
Frozen
one,
2. What
when
up?
Kristoff takes Anna to
Frozen
go see
2,
Elsa
what
for the
up?
first time, she tells him that he's like, oh, you almost got married that same day, and he's like, what's his last name? What's his favorite food? Eye color and foot size, and she goes, foot size doesn't matter, and it was like a hidden joke of like size of the penis.
Size?
Yeah,
Gross. Wait, Frozen 1 or Frozen 2?
that was in 1.
1.
But there's a couple, like even not
It's
necessarily
not
I
about
didn't
the
know
size
about
of the
that,
foot. It's
though.
about
but
the
not
boot
even
you
just
wear.
written. That's what I'm saying. So there's other jokes like that. Same thing in Inside Out. Inside Out, the movie with all the
Yes.
emotions and stuff.
Love that movie. So good.
So when
flippin'
anger, what's the green one?
The red guy.
girl?
Green
Yep.
is joy.
No, blue is joy.
Blue is sadness.
No.
Or no, blue is sadness. Joy is the one that's running around though. She's not green. The green is like the sassy one that's next
She's
to-
worried. She's always worried.
Yeah, and then the
joy
scared
is
skinny guy.
yellow with green. Okay,
Yes.
I'm sorry. You're right.
So the scared guy, the red guy, and the green chick, they're at the control
Oh,
panel by
man.
themselves when
I
they're
done
away.
fucked up. I called
So-
your shit out when I don't even know my own shit. That's me. I'm taking
That's why you have no credibility. Wow.
That's
why you have no
Oh my
credibility,
God,
Danny.
You fucked that up.
I know, I
so
did.
bad.
Terrible, worse.
Yo,
You
that's how
took
my
away
boy's gonna be
credibility
talking
from
on
yourself.
August 16th after I knock him the fuck out.
All right, but so wait.
You had no credibility.
Sound like Sylvester Stallone over here, real quick.
Adrian! Gary!
So, but in Inside Out, when those 3 characters are standing at the panel together, he says, there's no bears in San Francisco. And he's like, I saw a really hairy guy. He looked like a bear.
What is that reference?
Really? Joe, do you know what that is?
I didn't really. I know what that reference is. I didn't one of you guys explain it to me? Someone explain it to me.
What?
I
I
might,
didn't like that
might
one.
have, but yeah,
I didn't like that one.
I think
It
it's
was
funny.
like a gay reference.
Yeah.
Frank likes bears.
Well, that's
Right?
what they call certain gay guys, I guess. They are
It's-
bears.
Yeah, in that area.
Like
right.
big
They call
hairy
them
guys in
bears.
San Francisco are considered bears in the
Yes.
homosexual
Well,
community.
not just in San Francisco, I guess, but that was
Oh,
the
just
joke
generally
because San Francisco is known to have a lot of gay people there, so
Oh.
that's why it was funny.
Yes.
I personally thought that one was funny. Or in Cars, when it says
Oh, they have
topless truck stop,
Corvettes. Yeah.
and so it says topless truck stop. So I thought that was funny too.
That was
Topless
like a
car.
It
cute
says-
little.
That's
Cute for
funny,
who?
though.
The dads?
Well, yeah, right. But topless, because you call a car, it goes topless. Like it's a
So
convertible.
it says, what does it say? It says topless truck stop
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yes.
And it's the waitresses in the restaurant are Corvettes because they have their tops down.
Yeah.
So you gotta
Right.
explain that to people who don't know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah. So
You
I
know.
do. I think that's.
I
funny.
thought that was a cool little.
Convertible waitresses.
I like that.
All right. Well, yeah. I guess that's Disney.
So that's Disney for you. Everybody loves some Disney.
I guess that's Disney for you.
That was a catchphrase that I was thinking about saying earlier. I was like,
I feel like we all had.
That
to
was
say
the
it at that
catchphrase
point.
you
I wasn't going to be the only one not to say it.
No, I just thought later. I was like, if it happens, it happens. And I was like, okay, there you go. It
It
happened.
happened.
That's Disney for you.
It happened.
I mean, that's Disney for you.
Oh man, thank you
Oh my
so much
God.
for the likes, listens, shares, and follows. We
There it
appreciate
is.
everybody. Thank you so much. Check out the website, specialistofnothing.com. We got some good stuff. There's an About Us page. Check it out.
Yeah,
Check out
yo,
the
I love
TikTok.
the About Us
Make
page,
sure
not
to
gonna
check
lie.
out Danny's profile.
Yo, and go check out Danny's artwork, everybody. He honestly, I gotta say,
Thank you.
not everybody may notice that, but he works hard on that. Like
Shout
throughout the
out
week.
Danny. He does all the artwork.
He does. He does
for our
amazing graphic work
episodes
for
and
us.
our
He really
website.
does.
And our
Well,
everything.
we appreciate that, guys. Here at the Specials and Nothing. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Follow him at Danny Boy Esco on
Silly.
Instagram.